Hello, my name is Ryan Stover, and I chose to do my speech on lacrosse. So, start off, I have a little bit of background information. Lacrosse is a team sport, which involves contact, just in the men's section. It's played on a grass or a turf field, and it's played 10 v 10, 10 players on each side on the field at each time. There's four positions. There's attack, midi, midfield, defense, and goalie. And it is played with a rubber ball approximately the size of a baseball. Also, the goals, as you can see right there, are 6 foot by 6 foot. And a little bit of history on lacrosse. It was actually started by Native Americans in the 1100s, and they played as a ceremonial ritual to their god or creator, and games were played from sunup to sundown and would last usually around 3 days. These games consisted of 10 to anywhere from 100 to 1,000 players, and was played on a field from anywhere from 1,000 feet long to 2 miles. And in 1636, the sport was named by a French missionary who named it lacrosse, also known as the stick. And according to clubindustry.com, lacrosse is the fourth fastest largest growing sport in the world. It has increased, the number of participants have increased by 12% in the past 2 years. I'll go over a couple rules, or actually this is equipment first. Equipment, all players wear helmets, shoulder pads, elbow pads, gloves, cleats, and they all have a stick, and yeah, that's it. So some of the rules in lacrosse, there's the fields nowadays are 110 yards long by 60 yards wide, and there are two different types of checks you can use on other players. There's stick checks, which you obviously use with your stick, and there's body checks with your body. If you miss an opponent's stick, you may receive a penalty for what is called slashing if you hit someone else's body instead of the stick. Also, body checks are only allowed within 5 yards of the ball, as long as you aren't hitting the other player from behind or on the head. Any helmet contact with the stick or body will also result in a penalty. Certain positions on the field will stay in certain spots. This attack only stay on the attacking side, on the offensive side, and defense only, along with the goalie, only stays on the defensive side. Middies, differently, they play offense and defense, transitioning from the offensive side to the defensive side and back. There's two types of lacrosse sticks that players use. There's a short pole for attack and middies, and there's a long pole for D players. The lacrosse stick has two components to it. There's a lacrosse shaft and lacrosse head. The shaft usually is made out of either titanium or carbon fiber and are very durable, and the heads are usually made out of a hard plastic. And those are my reference points.